We talked about string indexing. Now we're going to talk about string formatting. That is concatenating strings with other strings and how one little, character change can make a world of difference. Okay, here we're going to demonstrate the prior concept by creating an employee profile where we have established name as an input value that the user will input what is the employee name. I'm going to press enter, and the employee name, we'll call him Tom Jones. I know, very common name. So let's say title equals input what is employee position, and we can say engineer tasks. We'll just say role equals input what does this employee do, like what does he do day to day, and we can say WAN planner, Wi-Fi map maker, and we can say Windows migration. So he or she, in this case Tom Jones, does all of those things. So the whole point of string concatenation is how will the variables name, titles, and roles look as it is displayed next to what we call string literals. So let's go ahead and say print, and let's see, my name is, and then let's say comma. We're going to end this string literal and say comma and just say name. And then to start the other string literal, we're going to separate the variable that we created with another comma, end the quote, and then to put in the next variable name, we will say comma, we'll say title, and then comma, begin quote again, I do colon, and then we're going to end this portion of the quote for the string literal, and we'll say comma, role, and that should be the end of our print statement. And I'm going to press enter, and it says my name is Tom Jones and I'm an engineer, and I do the following: WAN planner, Wi-Fi map maker, and Windows migration. So if we go to where was I looking before? If we go to our listing right here, right now we're using commas, and as you can see, what we're doing is we're comparing how do we separate the string literal part from the variable name. How does it look? Right now we're using commas for that, and we can see the effect of the comma. So where the last of the string literal is, and that is literally the word is, and the quote ends, and between the ending quote and the variable name we have a comma. What does that affect? Well, my name is, and then there's a natural space that the comma gives us. So that's one advantage. So we'll say advantage, and we'll make that bigger. Advantage spacing. Well, we'll just say there's just a natural space that is given. You see that I don't have a space here, but yet one is given. So the advantage is the comma will give us a natural space. As you can see here, we do another name input call. So I just put in a random name right here, and then tasks equals input jobs, and I just put in Windows migration, and then I have print my name is, and now I use the plus sign and then the plus sign here, and I do plus sign tasks, and you can see there's an issue right here, whereas there is no space between the S and the variable result. And so, and the same thing here after do, and then concatenate tasks, and there's no space here. So the idea is when you concatenate using the plus sign, there is no space, natural space that is created. However, let me change this plus sign to a comma. Now change this to a comma, and I'll press enter. We see that no space issue is solved, and it looks a little bit more legible and professional. So right now we're going to go over the fact that the string formatting syntax has a huge advantage. It can concatenate different data types. So this, of course, as a reminder, is a comment because of the pound sign. So we're going to press enter here. And the other new wrinkle is we're adding the string formatting character right here, which is the backward slash and n. So what that does, it will ask us to fill out the name variable readable. However, it's going to be doing so on a different line, so it's a little bit more realistic. I'm going to press enter and see how it says enter name, which matches this, but it's asking us on a different line. So we'll say Tom Jones, and then we will say employee ID. To shorten it up, I'll say EID, and that is equal to the int value of the same format right here, but we're asking the output to be an integer as opposed to it being a string right there when it's not declared. So we'll say enter access ID right here, and then we can do colon, and we'll do the same new line character, and then we will close the input. Now, when we go ahead and use the close parenthesis, we can't just do it once. We have to do it twice to match the number of beginning parentheses right here. The first parentheses we began is to declare this whole thing an int value type or data type, and the next entry, enter or begin parenthesis, occurs at the beginning of this input function, which is an interior or pre-baked function already in Python. I'm going to press enter, and it's asked us to enter ID. We'll just say 234 to keep it simple. Now, here is where the huge advantage of the formatting is, and I'm just going to do it without print formatting. We'll just say print, and then hi, my name is, and end the quote here. I'll just do the plus sign, and then name plus, and my ID is colon, and I'll just do end quotes, and then the plus sign here, and then EID to match this variable name. And like a proper way to do it, I will then close out the parentheses, press enter, and as it says, we can only concatenate string, not int, to string. So one way to do it is we can actually wind up both making them string, but as you can see, if we run the type of EID right here, it's a integer because we specified it, and if we ran the type a variable name using the baked in type function, it's a class string, so you cannot concatenate an int in a string. However, if we instead of doing this, we use formatting, let's go ahead and see what it looks like using print formatting. So one good thing about formatting is we can actually remove the plus sign and these ugly looking inside quotes and put this bracket on right here, and we can delete all the inside boilerplate material characters here and end it, and then we can put a period right here, making it look more readable. And wouldn't you know, I forgot to end this and the quote, and we can see here, hi, my name is Tom Jones and my ID is 234. Now, doesn't that look more neat? And the other aspect of it is we can concatenate different data types with the string formatting right here. So just something to make your output text a little bit more readable and professional.